Are you prepared to see the making of automotive history? Imagine the excitement of hearing old favorites come to life with a hint of electrifying power. But hold on, vintage autos that electrify, is that not sacrilegious? Come along as we reveal the compelling story of why electrified historic automobiles represent a fascinating blend of nostalgia and innovation that is revolutionizing the automotive industry rather than merely being a fad. Are you ready to discover the amazing world where modern technology and old charm collide? Let's get started. The urgent need to decrease carbon emissions and battle climate change is driving a tectonic shift in the automotive sector towards sustainability. Amidst this shift, an unexpected pattern has surfaced: the electrification of vintage automobiles. Combining modern technology with historical appeal may seem counterintuitive at first, but this idea has several advantages that add up to more than you might think. This video explores the reasons why electric historic cars are a compelling option for both environmental advocates and car lovers, in addition to being a feasible option. Maintaining the history of automobiles. In the annals of automotive history, classic automobiles are special because they embody the best in terms of engineering, design, and craftsmanship from earlier times. These cars are loved for the stories they tell and the feelings they arouse in addition to their visual value. But operating and maintaining vintage vehicles in their original configurations can be very difficult. Older internal combustion engines release a lot of pollution, need difficult-to-find parts, and are prone to malfunctions. A solution that maintains the soul of these cherished cars while improving their dependability and environmental efficiency is electrification. In order to preserve these symbols of automotive history for future generations, fans can extend the lifespan of historic automobiles by replacing its antiquated internal combustion engine with a contemporary electric motor. By keeping the car's original appearance and personality, this method keeps it from becoming a lifeless museum display and lets it continue to be a living piece of history. Advantages for the environment. The considerable decrease in environmental effect is one of the strongest arguments in favor of electrifying vintage vehicles. With their antiquated engines, traditional antique cars are frequently significantly less efficient and far more polluting than contemporary automobiles. Their increased emissions of carbon dioxide and other detrimental pollutants exacerbate air quality problems and accelerate climate change. We can significantly reduce the pollution from vintage cars by switching to electric propulsion. Because electric cars have no tailpipe emissions, driving these classic cars has a smaller environmental impact. Furthermore, the overall carbon footprint of EVs is decreasing as the electricity system is powered by more renewable energy sources. This implies that a vintage electric automobile can provide a genuinely sustainable form of mobility by fusing nostalgia with contemporary environmental awareness. Improved dependability and performance. An old car can be made much more reliable and perform better by electrifying it. Known for their longevity and simplicity, electric drivetrains have fewer moving parts than conventional internal combustion engines. This results in less need for maintenance and a decreased chance of mechanical breakdowns. This can translate to owners of historic cars spending less time and money on repairs and more time enjoying the ride. Moreover, electric motors produce torque instantly, making driving more responsive and seamless than it was with the original engine. This performance increase can combine the advantages of contemporary technology with the tactile joys of driving a vintage vehicle to make driving a classic car even more enjoyable. Financial aspects. The long-term financial advantages of switching a vintage car to electric power outweigh the initial costs, which might be high. Generally speaking, electric cars are less expensive to operate than their gasoline-powered equivalents. In addition to being less expensive than gasoline, electric drivetrains use less energy to cover the same distance because of their increased efficiency. Additionally, because EVs have fewer moving parts and require less frequent servicing, their maintenance costs are typically lower. For owners of historic cars who may already be spending a lot of time and money on maintenance, switching to electric power can be a financially wise move. It's a financially feasible choice if the initial conversion expenditures are eventually covered by the fuel and maintenance savings, facilitating the shift to eco-friendly transportation. The wider shift to sustainable mobility is also aided by the electrification of vintage vehicles. The use of internal combustion engines, especially vintage ones, can look more and more out of date as society shifts to more environmentally friendly modes of transportation. Classic vehicle enthusiasts can align themselves with the future of transportation and contribute to a transformation in culture that values sustainability and creativity by adopting electric power. Furthermore, electrified masterpieces can act as potent proponents of electric transportation. Their classic styles and cultural relevance can pique people's interest and present the possibilities of electric technology in an approachable and engaging manner. By doing so, EVs may become less mysterious and become more widely accepted and adopted. Personalization and creativity. There are lots of chances for creativity and personalization when electrifying a vintage vehicle. Owners may customize the electric drivetrain to fit their own requirements and tastes by selecting battery sizes, motor kinds, and charging setups that best fit how they plan to use the car. This degree of personalization can improve the ownership experience by enabling enthusiasts to build a car that is genuinely one of a kind. Novel strategies for electrification are always being developed, and new tools and technology are improving the effectiveness and accessibility of conversions. Businesses that specialize in converting antique cars are creating kits and modular systems that streamline the process and lower the entry barrier for enthusiasts. These developments are probably going to becoming more advanced and common as the market for electrified classics expands, which will increase the allure of this choice, maintaining reversibility and originality. Purists of vintage cars worry about the originality being lost in the conversion process. On the other hand, a lot of electric conversions are made to be reversible, so the car may be put back to stock if needed. This method offers the advantages of contemporary electric technology while maintaining the car's historical purity. Reversible conversions usually only need minor structural changes, guaranteeing that the vehicle's original parts can be put back on later. This implies that owners can take advantage of electric power without having to make long-term changes to their beloved vintage cars. The car's worth may also be raised by having the option to return to its original configuration, which will appeal to collectors who appreciate authenticity. Case studies and triumphant narratives. A number of well-known instances of electrified vintage cars highlight the attraction and promise of this strategy. The Jaguar E-Type 0, an all-electric variant of the legendary sports automobile from the 1960s, is one noteworthy example. The E-Type 0, which was unveiled by Jaguar Land Rover Classic Works, offers contemporary electric power while maintaining the classic model's performance and appearance. Widespread praise greeted its release, demonstrating that it is possible to electrify vintage cars without sacrificing their uniqueness. The electric GT Ferrari 308, a project that transformed a vintage Ferrari into an electric powerhouse, is another illustration. This bold alteration proved that even the most admired automotive icons could make the switch to electric power, as it improved the car's performance while maintaining its breathtaking looks. These success stories highlight the possibilities of fusing vintage style with contemporary technology and show how electrified classic automobiles can capture both enthusiasts and the general public. Dealing with resistance and skepticism. The concept of electrifying vintage cars can encounter resistance and mistrust from some places despite its many advantages. Converting antique cars, according to purists, compromises their historical authenticity and reduces their cultural significance. But it's crucial to understand that keeping vintage cars in their original condition frequently necessitates substantial restoration and modification, which can potentially change the original character of the vehicle. An alternate strategy for preservation that puts an emphasis on usefulness and sustainability is electrification. We can make sure that these vehicles are enjoyed and valued by future generations by keeping them on the road and modifying them to meet contemporary environmental regulations. It's a sensible, progressive answer that embraces the future while paying respect to the past. Prospects and innovations for the future. With ongoing developments in battery technology, charging infrastructure, and conversion procedures expected to further boost their appeal, the future seems bright for powered antique cars. The range and price of electric conversions will rise, making them available to a wider audience as battery density improves and costs come down. Modular and scalable conversion kit innovations will also simplify the electrification process by lowering the need for complicated engineering and specific manufacture. Thanks to these advancements, enthusiasts will find it simpler to do their own conversions or hire professionals at a lower cost. In addition, as the market for electric vehicles expands overall, there will be a greater need for powered antique cars, which will foster a lively and varied community of owners and aficionados. This community will encourage creativity, disseminate information and materials, and commemorate the special fusion of modern technology and historical charm that electrified classic automobiles offer. In an ecologically concerned society, electrified antique automobiles present a singular and appealing solution to the issues of conserving automotive heritage. Our goal is to create a driving experience that is both fun and sustainable, paying tribute to the past while looking to the future. This may be achieved by fusing the timeless charm of historic cars with the advantages of contemporary electric powertrains. Electrified historic automobiles make sense and are appealing because of their benefits to the environment, improved performance and reliability, economic considerations, and support for sustainable mobility. The expanding number of inventions and success stories in this sector show the practicality and potential of this approach, despite some opposition from purists. The market for electric vehicles is growing and battery technology is still advancing, so the future of electrified historic cars seems bright. This trend offers a chance to have the best of both worlds, a perfect fusion of modernity and nostalgia. We can make sure that these automotive classics continue to excite and delight future generations by embracing the electrification of antique cars. Rev up your inbox with the latest in automotive innovation. Hit subscribe now and stay tuned for electrifying updates on the world of classic cars and beyond.